I feel a sense of responsibility in filming this and making this a little documentary I put on YouTube for other people so that they can see what I'm seeing here. This is the Liverpool Cathedral, and I wanted to see this the first time I was in Liverpool in October 2022, but I did not make it, and today I did. And I came here to read this book, The Hero with a Thousand Faces. No, I've only been here for a few minutes and they're closing it, so I want to just make sure I get a little bit of a space to show you guys. This is the 5th largest cathedral in the world, and from the outside it is certainly very gorgeous. Look at these stained glass windows. It must be, what, 800 years old. When I was in Paris in 2022, I walked atop a huge hill and like more than 100 steps. I went to this huge cathedral there as well and just stared at this gigantic painting of Jesus on the top here. And that was a very cool experience. This one. This is just another beautiful thing. And this is in very classical English construction. I was walking outside and I was video chatting with my friend Deepak, and he said, it looks like I'm walking into the Harry Potter school. The city of Liverpool is just so pretty. It's so classy and elegant as well. I absolutely love it. Let's see. Alright. Gather my stuff and get out of here. Church, Oregon. Yeah, buildings today. I mean, obviously they don't make buildings like this anymore. Not like this. They make other great big buildings, but something like the temples in India too. This thing is just so unbelievably ornate and beautiful. Something about the old construction where they put everything into it for a very long period of time. It wasn't quick and easy, Yoda in Star Wars warns about the quick and easy path. And my goal on this Liverpool trip is to actually read this book. It sort of evolved to be that. And I don't care if I'm happy, don't care if I'm sad, don't care if I'm tired, don't care about anything. I want to read this entire book. And basically, yeah, that's what I'm here to do. And I'm going to go through whatever emotions I need to go through whatever internal work I need to go through to fully internalize the book and change and see whatever's within me that needs to change so that I can undo more of myself, so to say, so that I can emerge with more heroism in more ways. That is my goal, So yesterday, I was reading this book at the Liverpool Royal Philharmonic, and I had some drinks, I had dinner as I was reading. Today, I'm reading it at this place, although I was only able to read for like 5 minutes, which is fine. I got a bit of the experience, and I got to document it. So people years from now, including myself, can look back on this. Oh, look at this gorgeous city. My God. What a blessing it is. And it was so cold a few nights ago. It was the coldest night in Britain in 14 years. And now it's warming up. That line from Here Comes the Sun, like, little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Look at this. It's like in Jaws when you see that shark. Yeah, look at that. Oh my God. Just observe the majesty. It was walking distance from the hostel. Wow. That's just one side of it. It sort of reminds me of the house I grew up in. This is bigger, but that house, it looks if you look at it from one side, it looks one size. If you look at it from broader picture, it looks a lot bigger. That's a nice thing my mom and dad are able to put together. I really enjoy my childhood house. Yep. Let's see. I'll get a better view of this thing. After this, I think I'm gonna go to some pub and just sit and read. If I have a drink while I'm reading, which I probably will, whatever drink I have is gonna affect the way that I'm perceiving and processing whatever I'm reading. Right? So reading the book in Liverpool is very different than reading the book in, say, Orlando or anywhere else, really. That sounds a little strange, but it's true. It's a different experience. Therefore, it affects differently. And the purpose of this book, it's a spiritual experience for me to read it. Doctor's Garage. Dr. Robert. Upper Duke Street. You can see a little more scale, context of this church from here. Let's keep moving. Now look, you can see, that's big. I still think that's not even the best view of the size. My God, that is so pretty. The sight of something so pretty. God. That's the beauty that you get in cities that are many hundreds of years old. Many hundreds of years old. These buildings. Oh, so gorgeous. Maybe that's why Frank Lloyd Wright was such an amazing architect and such an amazing character, because he designed buildings that were like in tune with nature. I think the way the buildings are is the way the people are, you know? So you see the way people dress, they sort of dress like buildings, you know? Like a building is a certain way, a person might feel inspired to dress a certain way or be a certain way. So maybe Frank Lloyd Wright made people feel more in tune with nature. At the end of the day, every artist's impact, every person's impact has to do, in a certain sense, with what they end up inspiring within people, how they inspire people to live, and so forth. Man. I've never been here, to that cathedral or to this street. Is this Upper Duke Street? I don't know. So, it's so cool. You have certain areas in America that are a little bit like this, like in New England, perhaps in the Midwest, perhaps in Minnesota. I'm talking about the cold areas in the north, perhaps in the New York area to some extent. But none of it is quite like this. None of it quite is this true English thing in a way. Now in England, I've only been to London and to Liverpool, so I don't know what a lot of the rest of England is like. But I do know that Liverpool is like this. This is the place, of course, that birthed the Beatles. That's why I'm here. And somehow I like this city more than just about any city I've ever been to. I just feel at home here somehow. So these are the buildings the Beatles were hanging around. They probably didn't even travel much. I know George Harrison, he got to go to Illinois at some point, like when he was 17 or something. Yeah, but the Beatles spent probably 99% of the time here in their childhood and stuff. These are the buildings, this is the city, this is the air that made them what they were. Maybe something like that happened to me as I'm reading this book. The Hero with 1,000 Faces. Maybe John, Paul, George, and Ringo are for them. I don't know. I don't know what's emerging. I'm allowing myself to be empty and unspecified to allow something greater to emerge. And I'm just so happy I can do it in this unbelievably beautiful, beautiful place of Liverpool at this point in time. What an amazing, amazing place. Thanks for watching.